Hey everybody, Milanin here, welcome back to the Crusader Kings 2 Shattered World mod with Conclave, which surprisingly works. I did worry that it wasn't going to work, and when I went to load into the game, it did say, you're about to load in an old save to a new version of the game. This may have unforeseen consequences, which sounds really ominous, but so far, I mean, I haven't unpaused the game yet, so I don't know if it's about to crash, but we'll just pretend it's not going to, because otherwise I think I'd have to do either like a restart of this series or something else. But for now, we're just going to play. So, she's already cruel. Maybe because this has been carried over from the pre-conclave time, so I don't know if 7-year-olds can be considered cruel with this mod, with this DLC. But as it is, we're just going to go where she's cruel, so we'll make her haughty. So, and then I've got another daughter who is a hunchback, so I'm going to make her not... There's no intrigue thing, because obviously they're kids, so they don't really have... There's no real malice involved, I suppose, unless they're, you know, Damien from The Omen. So we'll just go with thrift. That's a nice little reference to other bits. So this is how children learn thrift. No, that is how children learn thrift. You get the conclave pack. Now, you are going to get educated by her. Well, your focus is going to be diplomacy, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, the Lord... Am I not one of your pal liege council? I'm not on the council. Oh. Disappointing but understandable. I piss everyone off, apart from... Wait, no. My opinion of her is... Wait, no. Yeah, I get annoyed. Cool, we'll go with that. Because, to be honest, I'm not going to take the prestige hit. So, you can... Okay, so I have my own powerful vassals. But being on the council doesn't seem to have had much effect. Oh well. So we're going to use this to try and convert, I think, Devon. It's probably my best bet. Because, of course, last episode, I managed to conquer Devon from the Devonites, I suppose. Devonian. What's the actual thing? Devonian. From the Devonians. With the help of allies, because I basically didn't have enough ships to carry my troops over. So I gradually sent 100 or 200 guys each time. And they could have crushed me if they'd been there, but they were fighting in the north of England. And there's apparently the Knights of Calatrava have been formed. Now, any Waldensians will be available. So what's happening? What's interesting is that these duchies have actually formed. Leon, Galicia, Nevers. So if one of them managed to get another duchy, they'd be able to form their respective kingdom, which would be quite cool to see. The only current king in the Iberian Peninsula is Cordoba, who is an incapable Visigothic sonny. So, yeah, good luck with that. I'm guessing you're about to be... Yep, Holy Ward, and Cultural War, because why not be different? So I managed to build a shipyard in Quimper, which is the stupidest name for a castle I've ever heard. Oh, we're besieged in the castle of Quimper. It's just like, well, that's your fault, isn't it? Why are you there? It's just a terrible idea. Ireland is Galvin. The second person in line to the Irish throne is from Hwis. Fair enough. Unexpected, but fine. And we got the Knights of Santiago now. I thought these would all be formed already. Maybe not. Santiago is... I thought it was about there. Or is it there? Or... there? I'm sure it was around here. Unless I'm... Yeah, Santiago's there. I thought it was a bishopric. Yeah, it is. I completely missed it. So yeah, there's the holy site of Santiago, which I'm pretty sure... Is that actually a holy site for Catholicism? It is. Cool. Yeah, so they've got Jerusalem, Rome, Canterbury, Cologne in English, and Santiago. It's a nice variety there. They're quite spread out. And religiously, the world's looking like an interesting place at the moment. Lollard Waldensian is apparently in control of the Christian world. It doesn't really look like it. I think the Germanics are in control of the Christian world. The only Catholic actual holding is held by the Pope. who is bordering a now very militant Waldensian country. They'll have given the Pope Rome back, and then gone, actually, no, we're Waldensian. I regret this decision. And they've just had to, like, just stare at each other angrily across the border. Just the regret in the head of the Teutonic force. I mean, the fact the Teutons are down there is always a bit weird. I'd expect them up in Poland, but Poland is currently... Are they still in their sort of dynastic war? Yes, basically. So they're all at war with each other. He's at war with him, who's at war with him, who's at war with all of that. But no, he hasn't got his ally involved. Oh, he doesn't have allies anymore, because everyone's got pacts now. They're no longer marriage alliances or dynastical claims, which is interesting. I haven't played enough of Conclave yet to decide. And what the hell? That is not a Norman revolt. That is Normandy getting annoyed at... Who holds Normandy right now? If we just have a look at this. Where is Normandy? Because that doesn't seem to be... Okay, he's Duke of Normandy and also the Norman Revolt. I think this is what the game might have meant by unforeseen consequences. Okay, so he's holding a temporary title, so he can't actually... Can we do an alliance of some sort? Yes, we can. Okay, so it hasn't forbidden him from marrying and therefore ended his dynasty by slow death. But it has meant that he's still holding... His primary title is the Norman Revolt, but he's also Duke of Normandy, so he's what, fighting himself? What's going on here? And Troy is attacking for a Cathar... What is this? Holy War for Champagne. Champagne being right there. So if they actually get that, that'll be a decent chunk of Norman Revolt land taken. But for me, I'm more interested in conquering... What is that? What's going on there? Oh, the Britannic armies got wiped out. Or the Breton armies. We're gonna... can't attack him because he's got far too many soldiers. I might be take on Somerset because he doesn't seem to have... he has pacts, but they're all non-aggression through betrothals. So he only has 600 guys. I have 700 guys, and I have no alliance, but I've got a pact with you. So that's my wife. I've got a pact with my wife, who's got a strong claim on the county of Asturias de Oviedo. How? Oh, her family must have claimed at some point. Yes, they definitely did, and he's attacking to claim it. Fair enough. So how did you lose this? Was it in a holy war or something? Conquered in the holy war. Yeah, so that's how it happened. Okay, well I'm gonna... What current situation is Glacier in? A very good one compared to me. So I'm not gonna go and press that claim, which I was considering doing. It's just not worthwhile. But I can press a weak claim on the finger. Why is it weak? Oh no, it's just saying that I can press the weak claims that everyone in this kingdom has on this guy. I mean, let's have a look at factions. If I join his faction, Chief Ragnar, there I am. Let's join this. So, increased council power. That's an interesting faction. I'm going to join that. So he's in a... he's been released now. Without any money, because he lost his war. And he's been usurped. So, now who's my liege? This guy who does not like me whatsoever. I'm disappointed I'm not on the council. I would like to be on the council. Can that be my thing? No, it doesn't. Okay. Pressing conquest again. Wow, they really want to take Lagan, don't they? This is like the... it's not the second. It must be... No, that's from the game that never was. I'm getting confused now. So, there is no Scotland yet. It's getting there. Held by the Welsh, apparently. If we look cultural, yeah, there is no Scottish, obviously, because we started in the Charlemagne start, and Pictish hasn't, Scottish hasn't formed, which is, you know, a surprise. to be honest. You'd have thought it would have. So I'm not sure. It'll just be Alba if it's Welsh or others. I wonder if a non-Celtic kingdom took it, what it would become. Would it then become Scotland? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to try at some point. Now, I might... There's no point calling conquest on him. What is this? Child lacks education focus. So she became brooding. She's brooding because she's a hunchback and she hates life. So we're going to have you go into intrigue, because I think... Well, no, brooding is... what is that? Is that rulership? Brooding, yeah. So you can stay brooding. And become a really good steward. Give them 4 piglets, because that's all this character tends to do, is just give piglets. There's a problem, give piglets to him. Now what's this? He's being attacked. The Brotherhood... Oh! Hello! The Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre has been formed. So that... Yeah, Jerusalem is controlled by an Orthodox. How did that happen? I have no idea. Conquered in a holy war. Narses of Epirus. Who used to hold Jaffa. Bloody hell. So, it must be his dad. Yeah, Narses of Jaffa. Wow. So, the Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre is formed, which is very cool for Orthodoxy. And what is going on there? What is this? What do you do? Byzantium? How is... Byzantium controls most of... Look at this! They control all of Thrace, Nicaea, now Armenia as well. And what is this? Oh, there's so many wars. War of aggression, war of aggression, war of aggression, war of aggression, war of aggression. What did this girl do to deserve this? What happened? And how did she get this land anyway? Conquered as a claimant. You're 11 years old. How did you conquer that as a claimant? That's annoying. Well, the House of Kakheti is still going, which is something. Oh, I want to be on the council, eh? No, I want to be commander. Sod it, I'll be the commander for you. No, actually I won't, because that's a terrible idea. Because there's a lot of armies there. A lot of soldiers wanted to kill me. So I'm going to resign as commander. Because look at this army running away. That's the army I was not in command of, because I don't want to die. Now, he is currently losing a war. Holy War, he's attacking in that one. He's not really involved in that. De jure War over Somerset. Holy War for Wessex. Count who of what? Count who of Sussex? Let me just hover over it. Sussex. Sussex is there. Oh, he's Waldensian attacking who? Oh no, he's yeah. So he's attacking for Somerset, and so is this guy. So Wessex is getting destroyed by everyone involved. And I can't get involved in that destroying because I don't have the troops. But I do have the fact I'm Germanic, so anyone along here, if they are reasonably weak, I might be able to take them on. Kent. Shatter moral authority even more, perhaps. I mean, I don't have any allies to call in, so there's not much point I can do anything there. Man? Who's man controlled by? Not commander, no. I refuse to lead your shitty armies. Okay, so this guy's currently defending in a war and has lost a lot of troops. So I'm going to call a conquest on Innsmouth. Because why not? Why not combine my two series at the moment? So we are going to have to raise up the fleets that I have, which is actually now enough to carry my army. This is great news. So we're going to go to St. George's Channel to pick up these guys. And then with them, we're just going to land straight on Man, just because then... Oh no, just drop them off. Yeah, so I'll get here. Once I'm here before them, any return they do will then have to face me across a channel. Will I get there first, though? I don't know if I'm going to get there first. The autosaves are taking a long time. There we go, I got there first. Haha! But I can't actually siege it down. Except I have more armies to come. Not into Land's End. We'll just go to St. George's Channel. Pick them up from there. How much are they costing? I'm not running out. What is this? Why are you involved? Nantes? You're just raiding. Oh, I see. Well, if he wanted to, I don't know, help in the siege, just for a little bit of loot, he's more than welcome to. But I suppose he doesn't want to. So we're going to combine the force there. Pause it just to change this guy. So he's in command. And then me. Cool. This fleet can go back to Devon, because they don't want it costing me a fortune. So we lost again. So we tried and failed. And now we're helping the we're helping in the Norman. Why does Denmark control Orleans? What's going on there? There's a Danish revolt there. I really hope that they do reform the faith. I mean, he's bordering Zealand. He could claim that for the Norse. And then he just needs to conquer one of the other places, and then he'll have the holy sites at least. What's our moral authority? 38%. We control almost all of the holy sites, though. Uppsala is held by the Slavs, I remember that. We don't even control Sweden. But we control, like, the middle of Germany and the north coast of the Netherlands. But not the homeland. Not one of the very beginning holy sites of the Germanic faith. No, that's held by the Slavs, which I sort of put on the... Oh, I didn't even put them on the throne. I'm not even sure how they got on here. They were elected at some point. He was Norse, and then his heir was Slavic, and then from there it was just the Lübecks who just sort of started interfering, which is fair enough. I mean, do what you want, really. So we're gonna win this siege. We've won one. We'll win the other. We'll speed up a little bit. And it's just a church. It's the bishopric of Porth Innis, apparently. So we'll take this. What's his court? There's no one of any real interest. There's a guy called Robert there. Is he Scottish? Okay. A Scottish Slav. Where did you pop up from? You're literally just a random guy. Maybe I'll be able to get him as a courtier. Just so I can, I don't know, experiment on him and see what he's made of. Because a random Scottish Slav just turning up. It's a bit weird. Not expected. In fact, arrange a marriage. Because we have to be at war. Oh, we are at war. Well, if we can win this war, then I might marry him off. So there we go, 100% war score. Enforced demands. Lovely stuff. So, I now control the Isle of Man, which has now become known as the Isle of Man, which is quite nice. And I give away Peel. So, I can demand the installation of my claimant, which is me, but I don't really have the troops to probably make him back down. He's got a lot more than me. If I can get other people to join me, maybe, but as it is, it's not really going to be worthwhile. So I'm just going to disband these troops. How much more money do I have to put in? I could make it into a city. If I was already tribal, if I was still tribal, I'd make that into a merchant republic, because that's quite fun to do. It's just a little random merchant republic just made up. But there used to be a way you could go from feudal to merchant republic, and without, like in Iron Man, but I tried it recently and I either got it wrong or they patched it out. I'm not sure. So we'll just spend money on this to make it into a castle. Although I'd probably spend some prestige just to buff it up a little bit, because that's one of the benefits of tribal. You just go, I've got lots of prestige, I don't really need it, so I'm going to build up some land. It takes ages though. And obviously prestige has its own use. Obviously it's a score. If you spend all your prestige to upgrade holdings, it affects your score, because when you die, that's where the score comes from. Your piety and prestige. So I think it's piety as well. It's definitely prestige. Oh! Upon the conclusion of a long council meeting, you decide to make a toast. Of course, one toast eventually becomes many and time seems to slip away. Later, as you leave the council chamber, you stumble and fall on your face. You can taste this. You can feel the taste of blood in your mouth, and dizziness is setting in. Help! Someone hears you. No need to draw attention to myself right now. I think 6% chance no effect, 30% chance I'm wounded, 10% chance I die. I'm gonna call for help. Oh, I owe a favour to her. So, yay. What if I fire her? I don't know. Oh well. So we're going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.